Hello, hello, hello! I am Kasasagi Usagi, with more Pillars of Eternity 2. We are, I do admit, a little lost in the grand scheme of things. But we're exploring, I think it's Woedika's shrine, if I remember correctly. And, we're looting it, as you should do to Woedika. Fuck that lady. We were mid dungeon. God, no one can deal with this, can they? Fuck, really? Damn you right, Sprightly. Got her. And then we do the queen sacrifice. My bear is so powerful. Does the bear not set off traps? my great plans. Well. He also doesn't reveal the map, or maybe he is. He's so brave.
Hi?
Yeah, everybody? Well, this is a bit of a sticky situation that I've put my bear in. How far away is he? And there's no... I think we might just,
What can I do?
leave this as is.
What do you need?
Well, they're never gonna catch him. This combat is gonna last like 50 turns.
Yeah.
Captain? What do you need? Oh?
What can I do you for?
Hmm?
Yeah, just keep going. I think we might be stuck in combat. I've really gone and done it, I think. Who wants to be a different queen sacrifice?
Mm-hmm. What can I do?
Captain? Hey.
Yeah, it's gonna be you,
See why
actually.
not? Well, that could have gone better. A quick rest would help if you don't mind. Oh?
Well, I've really just gone and done it.
Mm-hmm. What can I do?
Hmm? Captain?
Can you please undo this trap? Thank you.
Done and done.
Oh, we're out of
What can I do?
combat.
Hmm? How about that? I may have broken something.
If a party member has 3 injuries, if they gain a 4th injury, they will die. Heal injuries by using food or drink while resting, or by resting at an inn. Oh, interesting. So it makes traps a lot more deadlier. Do I have... No more tents. I see, I see, I see. I'm just gonna give everybody just a little. You can have some stew, and you can have some stew. So long as you have food, it looks like you can rest. That's nifty. Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
Interesting.
Don't.
Please, pray
Well,
for me.
alright. Well, that was kind of on you. And your bear can no longer set things off, so there's like, you can't, like, skip out of doing things properly.
Be careful.
Yes?
And I think that's very nifty. Oh, my volume is really quiet. I forgot. Because of Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright just caused, like, all kinds of problems today.
What can I do? Take this.
It's just nice. It's just nice bringing elements into the game that matter. It's not some, like... Because, like, it really felt like cooking just didn't mean a whole lot in the first one.
Ahoy.
Ahoy hoy.
Fare thee well, Cog Swabber.
What can I do you for?
Hmm?
Right on target.
Oh, these are nasty things. It makes buying food important too now.
I seem to have lost my
How
way.
may I help?
It's a good question. How can you help? Oh, I regret that. Well, it's...
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Aye. Consider it right fucked.
Castle!
Zoom.
Oh, interesting. You are a very violent individual that does more harm to my party members than to my enemies, but I enjoy you very much.
How may I help?
What can I do? Ha! That hit true.
Oh, my bear is immobilized.
Hmm? I'm on it.
Aye. Another attack, Cap.
What can I do you for? Mo Ixie Honor.
Can you move yet? There you go.
Yes?
I mean, it's the fired and I missed, except he's definitely hitting. He's perhaps hitting too much.
Yes? Yes.
What do you need?
Aye. Flogging a figurehead. Futile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mo Ixie Honor.
Aye? No mercy!
What can I do?
What do you need? Hey.
Good job, everybody. I guess.
Sure.
Guessing by the thick layer of dust on these stone slabs, they haven't been used recently. The water roils with the teeming of countless tiny maggots. Ugh. 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 Ugh.
How about that?
You know what I kind of like? These dungeons are insanely dark, and if we didn't have her, we would not be
What do
able
you
to
need? I
see
got
like
it.
these rooms or anything. It's her lantern that lights up a lot of places. And the shadows are so good. Oh.
By decree of the Queen that was and the will of the Steel Garrote, you will meet justice.
I know, I missed the O.
Kneel, Oswald, and be tried for your crimes.
Wait! I can pay you. I can make you all rich. Just let me go.
Your bribes fall on deaf ears.
Would you say this
Oathbreaker.
is gonna be
we
a
seek
trial
only
by
to
fire?
exact Woodika's justice.
What? But I didn't do anything.
You stand accused of the crime of oath breaking. What say you?
I haven't broken any oaths. I swear. You have the wrong man.
Did you not betray Adir, your country of birth, during the war of...
I don't give a shit about Wodika, so that's why I'm stepping in. As you enter the large chamber at the bottom of the pyramid, you notice a sizable group of well-armed people dressed in remnants of the steel garrote. In the center of the group kneels a man bound at the wrists. He looks around wildly. His eyes widen when they fall on you. Before the kneeling man towers an imposing woman. Her face is obscured by several lines of Wodican mask.
You intrude on the deliberations of the court of Wodika, outsider. Choose your next actions carefully, lest the queen that was turn her gaze to you as well.
Well, here's the thing about Wodika. She's the queen that was, not is. The man on the floor is an elderly elf clad in dirty clothes. His face is contorted in the expression of a concerned animal.
Oh, thank the gods, please. Get me out of here. They're mad. They're all mad. They mean to put me on trial for oath breaking of all things. They say I betrayed the Adiran Empire, but I haven't been back there in over 100 years.
Be silent, or I will make you so.
Is this a soul thing? The Inquisitor snarls at Oswald.
State your purpose now, or die with him.
She turns her steely gaze on you through the slits of her mask. You can see just the glints of her eyes. Do you condemn the innocent out of spite or mere incompetence? The Inquisitor bristles at your impertinent question. She grabs her sword hilt and begins to step forward, but stops herself, suddenly uncertain. Her followers share pointed looks with one another and say nothing to challenge or defend her.
Explain.
Leather creaks at the Inquisitor's hand, tightens on her, as the Inquisitor's hand tightens on the hilt of her sword. I am a watcher. I have conversed with tortured souls that met your justice. Not all were guilty.
Ah, the Watcher of Cadnua graces our presence. Your deeds are well known to this court.
Her tone is dangerously short.
Those that attempt to lie to me find I am not easily fooled. Tell me, Watcher, how many of these souls do you claim were innocent?
1. She stares at you intently for several moments. Her eyes is unreadable as the mask that hides her features.
Even should you speak truthfully, you must see the wisdom of these proceedings. Imagine the greater good achieved by dispensing the reckoning this filth deserves. Would you prefer these monsters walk free at the expense of the truly innocent?
Who holds the Lord accountable for abuses against his people? Who hunts the fugitive who betrayed her neighbor's trust? This court's methods may not be perfect, but if they can bring justice to those who evade it, then we shouldn't stand in their way.
Oh my god. Aleph has become insufferable, and he was already towing a line. What about this man? A death sentence for oath-breaking is extreme.
Oathbreakers are the bane of the McQuinn, my queen. A benign enough crime on the surface, but an oath broken plants the seed of far greater atrocities. Families are torn asunder with a broken vow. Cities fall to ruin upon promises abandoned. What war has not been birthed in treachery? Take this one.
She points to Oswald.
He forsook oaths to emperor and country both to fight amongst rebels in the War of Defiance. How many lives might have been spared without treason such as his?
Oh my god.
No, Watcher. Without one's word, one is nothing. Less than nothing. Would you give your life to defend one such as he?
A pile and a half of gold shit, Cap. An oath be only so binding as the worth of the person you swore it to.
He scowls openly at the Inquisitor. I see only vigilante justice. Any mistake in your judgment proves my point.
You have no authority in the court of Woodica. Only the queen that was holds sway here. I pray your soul learns from your mistakes on its next turn about the wheel.
Yeah.
Aye?
Lava beyond sick.
Happy to oblige. Get threshed!
Hey. Missed.
Oh, a dear. Ugh. That was a lot of damage to my bear.
Yes? Take this!
Captain?
I need you to not shoot everybody in the face. This one time.
Fare thee well, cold swabber.
Alright, well, do as you will.
How may I help?
Lava.
You don't whack him any harder.
What can I do?
This woman's almost dead.
for my friends.
Holy beans. It's true. Can you knock her down? Thank you.
Right. Watch me work, like a frog in a figurehead. Futile.
I can't believe they gave my chanter or no, this is not a chanter. This is this was whatever grieving mother was. And they gave him a gun, and I was like, well, of course, gun. Every time. Yeah, he's got spells, but gun. Gun is so good.
Let's reap this whirlwind.
Oh, my bear is
We're
blind.
dropping like flies.
My bear! This is the first time he's beefed it.
Lavaru beyond seek.
I'm here.
I can revive bear. Knock her down again. There she goes. Oh, Ella's gonna miss a magic spell now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
What for, Cap? I'll be chopping you to chum. Chum.
Did you do any damage to that person? Oh, good job, Ella.
How may I help?
Lavaru beyond seek.
Hey.
Captain.
Happy to oblige. Mo, Ixie, on.
What can I do? Very well. Come on.
How may I help?
Yeah.
Time to set that dog won't hunt.
What do you need?
Captain.
Sometimes you
What
don't
can I
do
do?
anything. That's okay.
Stand together.
Yeah.
How may I help? They'll fall, but this is futile!
Captain. Boy. Done and done.
Got him. Fuck you, Wodaka. The statue of Wodaka extends so far below you that you can't see its feet.
I owe you a debt too large to repay, stranger.
He wrings his hand and gives you a shaky smile.
How did you ever find me all the way out here? Did Inalis send you?
I wasn't looking for you at all.
Whether by providence or chance, I thank the gods you found me when you did. Those steel garrote zealots have been after me for decades. Good riddance.
Well, now that you're safe, I should be off.
Wait! Don't just leave me here. How am I supposed to get off this cursed island without a boat? Maybe I could join your crew?
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, my friend. I owe you a debt twice over.
He gives you a toothy grin and stands a hand's breadth taller. I need a crew. So it all works out.
Kept aye aye.
What do you need?
Why your soul's all stinky?
What can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
Well, I can't do anything about that, so I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure Woduka's not pissed or anything. Who's?
Oh?
Lavaru beyond seek.
Yes? Take this! Yeah?
Time to separate the chaff.
Hmm?
Ahoy. Be blowing a man down. I'll be more than half handy, alright?
Happy to oblige.
Yeah? How may I help?
Let's hire it out!
Very nice.
Yes? Ah!
Aye.
Aye? I shall deal with this one.
Finally shot something without hitting everybody else in a in a radius.
What can I do? Yeah!
What can I do you for?
Hmm?
Pharaothus!
Aye. Oh, that were a beaut.
Happy to oblige.
Considering the methods that Aethys has started, it's weird to scream his name while you're killing things. But
Happy
you
to
know what?
oblige.
It's fine. I'm not gonna...
Uh-huh.
It's probably just fine. The Zerp chitters angrily at you. Why angry? Why are you angry?
Hey, watch out.
Oh no.
Aye?
Well,
They'll fall by my hand.
I'm here. Stand together!
Happy to oblige.
I'm just gonna
Yeah?
wait you out.
Stay behind me.
Because you're not gonna be able to get through anyway. Oh, there's all sorts of things happening in here. We got worms and more of these little angry guys. Oh dear.
Boy. Watch me work.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna make it. That's okay.
What for, Cap?
I'll light the darkness.
Oh?
What can you do about this whole situation?
Lavaru beyond seek.
What can I do? As you wish.
Yeah?
My bear is so strong.
Get threshed.
He's the roughest, toughest bear there is.
Aye? These uns are in for a warning!
I love the slow motion meat chunks.
I'm here.
It brings me great satisfaction.
Yeah! Yeah! That hit true.
Hey.
What for, Cap? I'll be slicing her stem to stern.
Aye? That's it!
What can I do? Yeah!
What can I do you for? I'll light the darkness.
Right
Happy
you
to
are.
oblige.
Oh, there's all sorts of goodies in here.
All right.
Got gold.
Oh.
What can I do you for?
If that's a baby Zorup, his mama must be half as tall as this whole building.
Wait a second. What did we just get? It's a baby skyworm! Plus 10 damage with range. With the ranged weapons. Oh, I need the little baby dragon. Get out of here. Oh, I love him so much.
What can I
Look
do
how
you for?
big he
Sure
is.
thing. I'm so happy. I am winning. I don't know. What should we name? What should we name our dragon? Our dragon baby. I cannot promise that baby dragon will be out here the whole time. But I can't actually change his name. But what should we call him?
You know, so in Overwatch, Mercy's real name is Angela. Oh, let me... and she worked with the other scientist, the other healer, Moira. And Moira and her have some difference of opinions. Moira has a rabbit that she has named Better Angela. What if we called this baby dragon Better Wodica? Because we found it in Wodica's temple. And we'll just call this baby dragon Better Wodica. The queen that will be. Yes! Oh yeah?
You must
What are we gonna watch on Disney Plus?
venturing forth.
Wait. There's so much of this land I have not seen. That is what you've got to do. Thanos? Sometimes you gotta prove a point to your friends specifically. Did you watch 1 through 9? Yeah, that's how you gotta watch them. So what I've actually heard that you can do is you watch them 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. You go back to 3, I think is what it was. And then do 7, 8, 9. A lethargic, misshapen bird drops a missive onto the deck. Oh, to Kasasagi, captain of the Defiant. I know what you're thinking. I have too many lovable cats, dogs, pigs, birds, and pigs. Like you, I once thought I could take in stray pets, care for their needs, and shower each with equal affection. But we are limited beings who have only so much love to spread around. Unpleasant, unfair, unfortunate. This is the realest letter I've ever fucking read in my life. That's why I took it upon myself to optimize affection and curtail my creature care. I bring you the Critter Cleaver. The Cleaver is a handy, ethics-free apparatus yanked from a genuine Ingwithian dig site that restored to glorious functionality. Simply slide your favorite feline down one end and let the Cleaver do its charm. The best is yet to come. See, the Cleaver remembers. Stick a white bird in there, it remembers. Purple pig, it remembers. It remembers your pet's strengths, weaknesses, and favorite places to poop. Now your furry friend isn't just going to slide out of the Cleaver business end same as it went inside. No, it'll come out different, better sometimes. That's where it gets fun. Combinations. Want a bird to think like a pig? Want a cat to think like a different, better cat? The Cleaver provides. You'd be doing me a favor of epic proportions if you gave the Critter Cleaver a whirl. Once you see folks using it, everyone will want to turn. I moved into the far wall of the dark cupboard, which is Persky's Overlook in Netakata. You can find the Cleaver just due west of the wooden fola. A friend and fennel animal lover. P.S. I fixed the insert receptacle so that it no longer accepts Orleans and gave it a good scrubbing. You are welcome. This was really speaking to me until just now, when it was like, shove an animal in the Cleaver, and I don't know what that means. And I want to. I sincerely want to. My people are hungry. I think I still need to find it. He didn't actually give me the cleaver. I have to find the cleaver at a waterfall. I think. I really thought this letter was going to tell me that all my friends could carry pets. And I was super jazzed about that. When does everyone get to have a pet? This game will never be good until it allows me this. You guys want to fight? Because I will fight. I've never stopped fighting. As you walk down the dock, you approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armed Amara. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. Though the harbor master says nothing as she surveys you, you note a telltale sneer and a twitch of revulsion that are all too familiar.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Amara catches her thick neck to look along, cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal proportions in cruelty and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
And dear, were you not a farmer?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
As her attention returns to you, the Amara's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
I am following a giant made of Ardra, and I need to see someone in the palace about it. The harbor master chuckles to herself, as do the women and men behind her.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for.
She taps her forehead 3 times.
Help with your head.
Oh. She taps her forehead 3 times and casts a glance back to her companions. The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back for her joke. I want to decimate this woman. I will turn her into meat chunks. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes more slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them.
I need you specifically out of my head.
Show them what you are.
You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbor and the menacing packs of guards. Soon, all you can hear is the rushing of blood in your head and a muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successful peals, followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. When you open your eyes, the headmaster is gesturing wildly, presuming trying to get your attention and yelling in your face, but you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows, and slows, and slows, and slows.
Now.
What is this?
Run for it!
So much for discretion.
Shut up, Aloth. Your opinion does not matter to me anymore. I chose violence. Anyway, time to loot. To be fair, the ghost of death, the goddess of death told me to. So, she told me specifically to show them how big my dick was. And I obviously obliged. I would never not show someone how big my dick is. It's massive. We all saw what Pillars 1 was like. I feel like no one
Care
here
for a
in this
fish or
chat
two,
approves of
stranger?
my...
Today's catch. Ripped straight from the hands of the salty witch.
I feel
You'll
like no one in
find
this
no
chat approves
fresher.
of my
Have a
choices.
look.
Give me fish. Can I order like a smaller amount of fish? Why does it... Oh, there we go. Why does it always have to be like 50?
Welcome! Venturing out past the city. You'll want supplies, crab traps or the like for larger game, I warrant.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. Take your time.
Spices are so expensive. I guess when Sprightly put it like that, they really were just asking me for some, like, ID. I perhaps went a little overboard. That looks like a dog for me. Excuse me. Hello? Yes! His name is Levin, and he's adorable. He gives one intellect. He's so smart. Hello, puppy. I want so very badly to give everybody pets. Look at all my little animals. A strong musky animal smell clings to the straw bedding. I think I stole somebody's dog.
Dora must think I work for free.
I might have stolen somebody's dog.
Be with you in just a... Almost had it. Damn your eyes.
The sun-scarred dwarf gently picks at a splinter in his thumb, muttering.
Hazard of the work, really.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt. Okay, that was some crazy sounds outside. Hazard of the work, really. He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his head.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Zamar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. Having trouble with a client.
Aye. Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her commissioned firepower.
Zamar pulls at the end of his beard and winces.
While I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild mare gobbles up her coin. And now, pirates are holding my feet to the fire over some sham of a deal.
Zamar winces and tugs harder on his beard in self-administered punishment. That's true. Why stop at dogs? Why start feeling bad now about all the things I've pocketed?
If I don't get Redora's payment, I might as well start carving my swallow-net.
Ah. If it gets me a discount on your labor, I could hunt down, well, that's not very good. If someone bought Redora's commission, would that solve your money problems?
Aye. But only once she fesses up that she doesn't have the coin.
Sifting among his beard, Zamar finds a black hair and plucks it out.
Call me a fool for holding out hope. She's an old client and a friend.
If it gets me a discount on your labor, I could hunt down Redora.
You'd do that? A fair price goes without saying, Cully.
Zemmer untangles his hand from his beard to link his thumb and forefinger with a wink.
It all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the end, doesn't it?
Zemmer spits towards the dock pilings and glances back at the work still to be done. I'd like to see your goods.
Come take a look.
Ooh, oh shit, this stuff is crazy expensive. Oh boy. That should help the water problem, right? Oh, there we go, there we go. Yes. Why isn't the ship food being filled up then? Oh, I guess that works. Oh. I'll put that in here then. There you go. And... there we go. Everybody's good. Where's my bear going? Oh, then let's go. Fine fashion? Hold on. We gotta go look at the fashion.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss.
The tailor eyeballs your shoulders with, doing some mental calculation.
Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
Hell yeah. I don't actually think I need fancy clothes, even if I want fancy clothes. I just want to look nice. I can't sacrifice clothes for stats. Is anybody here? Forsaken dog! Thank you.
My fingers be fat. Sorry, but easy breezy, wet. Sleazy.
I wish. I can't risk giving up, Go. There you go. Yeah, outfits. It's glamorous. Past buyers have etched a varied selection of raunchy poetry and crude drawings into the brickwork here.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper.
Your selection is fine, but I'm looking for even better equipment.
I assure you that everything I sell is well crafted.
Her smile wavers.
But I will admit I'm not quite the weaponsmith that Marihi is. Nor do I possess Uto's expertise with firearms.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Marihi, you can find in Pariki's Overlook. the district to the north. Udo has a shop in the Brass Citadel, in the eastern part of Neketaka. Lots to see. Take your time.
Oh, I feel bad that I said that to her. I just thought she'd be like, well, I know where to get this and that.
So she asked him what he calls that trick, and he says, the consueli.
What's that mean?
You the one causing trouble in Cotter's neighborhood.
The wolf at the man's side raises her hackles and growls. She shrugs. He shushes and pats her behind the ears, all the while keeping focus trained on you. Hey, can I have your dog?
I thought Remaro's pup kept better company.
Kata glances at Seraphin.
Ahoy, friend. So you still be doing that old referring yourself by name thing? Would have thought it'd have cost you enough lays by now to be dropping that affectation.
Cotter has not missed the sound of your voice, Seraphim. Your smoke and mirror ghosts do not impress Kaletzia, and they do not scare Cotter.
Funny. Ugh. Well, I'll have to figure that one out. Good job, Honey Bunny Butt. A line of drool drips down between the wolf's bared teeth.
Sorry, Valian names all sound the same to me. Which one is the pretty wolf?
You'll know soon enough.
Coda bares his teeth too, at a deer. Yeah, the bot just yelled at itself. It was very funny. Your Klazia is about to lose a paw to my Teddy. Blinking, Kata yanks Klazia closer by the scruff of her neck. His lips pull back into a grimace. Adir makes a grunt of displeasure.
You want something from Kata?
Any chance you're the one shaking down Zamar?
Zamar has money problems. Kata has solutions. The little man doesn't know how to count his coins. Kata heard a newcomer was talking with Zamar.
His free hand moves towards the weapon slung on his belt.
Wrong play, Cotter. Let's be keeping this a friendly fucking chats. Lest the captain be calling your raise.
His furred hands rest near his own weapons.
Look, Selezia. Your supper comes with blue fur.
He nudges the wolf, eliciting a deep growl.
Tell the shipwright to accept Cotta's deal before he suffers another setback.
Any thoughts, Seferin?
You gotta ask, Cap. A Principe deal be the all-round winner?
The Orlan shrugs, running a furred hand over his bearded braid.
Zamar gets himself steady work, the pirates know they're looked after, and you and me get a shove off from this mess with a Principe favor in our hold. Charting another course risks running us aground of everyone's bad side.
Better that you listen to the hairy piglet.
Kata nods, glancing from Seferin to you.
Kata will see that his casita knows your name. There's also coin to spare. And Kata will get you the Principe discount on Zamar's goods. Deal?
Sounds fair. I'll hammer out the details with Zamar.
Gelarde, here's an advance. Go tell Zamar the good news. Kata will handle the rest.
I done did it. I need to do some leveling. What am I good at? Sleight of hand and diplomacy. Animal companions deal small amounts of sneak attack damage. Trains the ranger's animal companion in vicious tactics, causing to deal more damage and penetrate armor more efficiently. The ranger's animal companion gains resistance against intellect and perception afflicts, gains scaling effectiveness and unarmed attacks. Gain an additional weapon set. Character becomes more fleet and nimble. Long experience fighting together enables the ranger and animal companion to fight, and it's a highly efficient team. The ranger's animal companion gains +1 engagement. Reload initiative is reduced. Increases the character's accuracy. I want him to be better at armor penetration. deer become more athletic and survival. Upgrade from constant recovery. Charged by the rush of battle, the fighter will continuously regenerate health at a modest rate. Yes. Would I already have that? I might already have that. Oh, I already have that. Fantastic. Gain scaling effectiveness in unarmed attacks. Stride. No, he's always going to have a shield. Some are convicted. Wait, I don't know what that is. Increases the character's fortitude, reflex, additional engagement. Oh, these are all good. Alchemy, religion, nobody's really gonna be unarmed. I'm gonna give her reflex because she's always up there fighting like in the front lines, and she is the healer, so she needs to be a little bit hardier. Can't have her keeling over constantly like what's his name? Durance. I've already forgotten him. Weapon slot. I'm actually gonna give this man more spells, because I think they are sorely needed. What can you do? Oh, mechanics. That is what you need to be doing. Bluff, metaphysics, insight, survival. You are kind of all over the place. I'm gonna give you the bluff ability. You do more shooties than spellies because you are so very strong and amazing. So let me see. Increases penetration. Hell yeah. Alright, everybody. We're all squared away.
Happily.
Don't mind me, I'm just looting. Can I have your dog?
We're full up, I'm afraid. If you're looking for lodging, you'll have to hope there's room at the tavern.
The family scribe offers you a pleasant smile, but seems preoccupied by other matters. You rent rooms?
We do indeed. Forgive me if I mistook you for a tenant. There are quarters set aside upstairs. Passers-by with a bit of extra coin will find a welcome cot and a meal. This is a temporary measure, of course.
She clears her throat and glances away. Why rent rooms at all, much less for short-term stays?
It's not my place to share the dealings of the Valera family, but this is all rather public.
She frowns and glances around the house self-consciously.
Suffice it to say that a family in want of coin might find alternate means of securing their finances. In the case of this estate, that means renting the occasional room. No shame in making a practical sacrifice. But I've said enough. Speak with Otello if you have business with the Valera household.
She beckons you on in an anxious, urgent matter. Who's in charge here?
You'll find Otello Valera upstairs in his study.
How's business?
Well, as they say, business can always be better, yes? I'm sure I needn't bore you with the details.
The scribe bites her lower lip and diverts her gaze.
You might find this interesting.
Hell yeah, I do. Hold on, everybody.
Nice and quiet.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up. Swabbed and sparkling.
Of course.
The gilded frame is flaking.
Ahoy. What am I?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Ahoy.
I tried. I feel like I was kind of out of sight. Though they vary widely in style, you note a nautical bent in most of the paintings.
Aye, aye.
I'll see what I can find. Hmm? Hmm?
We're gonna wait on having a conversation with this man.
You might find this interesting.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up.
Dim in the lantern.
Ah, a new face in the Valera holds.
Otello Valera's face is lined and weary, but his coat is tightly buttoned, his posture faintless. This place looks pretty Kazasagi, at your service.
Courtly manners are welcome here.
He inclines his head.
My time is not inexhaustible, but I am willing to spare it.
It does sound like your installation is a little heckled. He opens his palms and invites you to continue.
What can I do for you?
What does your family do for the Valayan Trading Company?
Valera ships escort goods and merchants from island to island across Deadfire. The Principe dogs show us their stern whenever they spot Valera colors on the horizon.
Leave it to us swabby from the Republics to think a pirate showing them their rear be a compliment.
The Arlen chuckles at his own joke. Alright, bye. I thought there would be more to that.
Okay, I'm coming. Well, my back.
I'm sure we'll have business here later.
Where is my postinago of a brother? You there? Have you seen Laro Badato? Madico, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in fine clothes clutches a ledger in both hands. She searches the faces of passers, settling on yours with an uncertain frown. What seems to be the problem?
Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
She turns the book under her arm.
Must be nice to be a layabout. Uncle Angbert would have tanned my hide.
Fuck. I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
She glances over your shoulder and sighs, and then looks back at you with sudden recognition.
Fuck. A face from the motherland is a welcome sight. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other.
How can I help?
Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble.
Nera has been digging her nails into the ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interests and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats.
What do you mean by Valera rats?
The Valeras, a brood of sea vermin playing at nobility.
She hefts her ledger as if to bring it down on a pest.
We squabble and compete, but Laro, the postinago, takes it too far.
If I happen across Laro, I will let you know.
Would you? I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return.
Nera thumbs over her shoulder, and Alof tenses fingers and smiles.
Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing a rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way.
Shut up, Adir. You can't blame a man wanting to have a good time. I can't wait to steal so many treasures.
Keeping an eye out.
That's unusual. My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble. I don't be supposing we can blow it up. Easy breezy. Sleazy. Ahoy. Ahoy. Aye, aye. A light's foot and an heavy bullet, I cap.
Yes, the newcomer. I thought you might visit. Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies.
She regards you with a cool expression, but stands with a fighter's poise.
Will your animal be tracking mud through my estate?
That is rude. Teddy will behave.
I will hold you to it. If you have business with House Bardato, then speak on.
Azeli opens her palms and waits. Your attention is drawn to Azeli's desk. Among the assorted ledgers and documents stands a brass seal, which is dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern which resembles the shape of an eye, an eye fringed with bird feathers. A nictitating membrane flicks across its surface and is barely a perceivable wink.
Are you still with me?
Azeli breaks your focus by waving her hand in front of your face. She glances between you and her tidy desk, frowning. Your desk, the eye. She glances back at the desk again, this time with impatience.
I'd venture that you're working too hard.
Your family seems very well established.
Ugh. My bank shoulders the cost of the Valiant Trading Company's operations in the Deadfire. It is said that no Valian may wipe themselves unless a Bardato signature approves it first.
I would never... My goal is to not slaughter the villages. So I don't get myself into trouble. I would never do that on purpose.
If that's true, we gotta stop shaking hands with them.
I'm certain you've touched worse, farmhand.
Azali's mouth twitches, just shy of a smirk. Everyone here is a huge asshole, and I don't regret robbing them blind.
Done and done.
I just hope Laro doesn't bring ridicule to the Bardato name.
Decorative plates are all stamped with the Bardato seal. I'm not going to be able to get away with that. The instrument appears to enjoy frequent use. It is impeccably tuned. To the vault? Oh, let me touch that vault. The guard captain takes his time moving to the barred door, his armor creaking with every step. He appraises you with a lazy sweep of the eyes while his fingers curl casually about the hilt of his blade.
Welcome to the Bardato Vault. You have an appointment, madam?
Should I lie? What do you think the consequences of lying are? I'm working for Azali.
Then you are welcome. After she sends a messenger to vouch for you.
The captain makes a hurting motion with his arms as he shepherds you towards the stairs. Dang it. I never lie either. I try and be honest in these games, but I really wanted to go into the vault. This is a situation I was tempted to murder my way through. But I won't.
Have you heard about the commotion?
Right. He does do that with his hands.
Fie, 'tis roughing his precious spelling book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
You gotta stop. My sides hurt. Oh, I miss this.
Surely you've spied how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.
I don't think my ways are wicked. Surely not. Against a backdrop of jeering youth, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself in a sudden target of the crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have, or so?
Laro chuckles.
Postenago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
How should I know? Your kin lie with eels.
Osaro glares at Laro and bites back whatever insult he had at the ready.
We have business. What do you want?
I'm here to fetch Laro. Nara is looking for him. A few chuckles arise from the bystanders, and Laro's face flushes with embarrassment.
The family keeps you on a tight leash, Laro. Will getting impaled on a Valera blade prove something to them?
What's your words, Oaf? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on valiant terms.
Orso glances in your direction with annoyance.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife, if this is the Valian way.
He sneers.
And how do your colonies fare at the end?
Osaro narrows his eyes at Ella. Laro, what say you?
We are civil enough to kill each other without making an incident out of it.
You don't have to do this, you know.
If you want a civilized resolution, you're talking to the wrong folk.
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Lara opens his arms wide and smiles at the milling crowd.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
The Juana are gathering reinforcements to storm this position. They should be here any second.
Miller! Scatter!
Lara whistles to his attendants and they break apart in a disorganized Exodius from the scene.
What? Where are you going, you stuffed shirt? Hey, wait!
Orso and his comrades scramble to follow suit.
This isn't over, you coward! You can't hide behind your corrupt mother forever!
Osaro leaves the arena in a hurry.
See this?
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so. Tomorrow would have been belaying us for a rest by now.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that in front of her.
Dim in the lantern.
The dog's gonna rat me out?
Captain.
Get out of here, puppy. You don't know shit. Yeah, there we go.
What for, Cap?
There's no way I'm in this dog's line of sight. This is an outrage.
What for, Cap?
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Senza bounces back on his heels, a wide grin plastered on his worn face.
How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself. But I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Nice dog.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he?
Zanza's face splits into a broad grin, bright enough to light the room. Can I have your dog?
He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
Give me your dog! Do you sleep here?
Sometimes.
He touches a hand to his forehead and blushes scarlet from his neck to the tips of his ears.
Married to the work, you know? I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Caleb, I'll tell you that. He always hogs the blankets.
He rubs the back of his neck. You said you were writing a book.
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense.
Sansa folds his arms, sighing.
I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
I've got a bold heart and a ship. Need a hand?
Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters.
Despite his words, the gleeful expression on Sansa's face has not faded.
Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Aimika. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island?
I've already done so.
I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Maggi. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
I feel like I've already done that?
Welcome back, welcome back. How might I assist you?
Apparently not.
Certainly, certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see.
Oh, I did need a spyglass, but I can't afford one.
Done and done.
There's so much to steal. I guess there was a small island I missed around the port. I'll get there one day.
I already have one guest in my head. I don't need another.
Sorry, lad. Thought that chip on your shoulder were for all to see.
Do you ever have a thought and just decide to keep it to yourself?
More than you know, my dear and mate. More than you know.
You know how Durance was like the problem child of our companions and always was kind of being a dick to everybody? I feel like Aloth's taken that position. It's like... I miss Durance. Cortinia's voice finds you before she does. Her barks of laughter and cheerful directives resounding throughout the mill. She flits from worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothy grin.
If you are here about the taxes, tell the queen... Oh, you are not the tax collector.
She narrows her eyes, her hand twitching at the hilt of her blade.
What business brings you to my mill?
Who are you?
Okay.
Cortinia leans in close, one progeny furry eyebrow raised.
You go around asking just anyone in Queensbirth personal questions. Maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Have caution, eh? Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor.
She gives you a sunny smile and claps her hands together.
I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, huh? And I'm quite good at it. You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano.
Cortana claps you on the shoulder, a playful smile on her lips. What do you do here? Cortana looks about the room with exaggerated wonder, her green eyes wide. She laughs a little to herself and runs a finger across the arm of a chair beside her. She holds the finger up for your inspection. It's caked in shimmering blue dust.
We mill luminous, of course. Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, crush into dust-sized chunks. Per complancanet, it is really not so complicated.
She gives you a condescending little pat on the arm.
Good day.
Not a sound.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Stealing feels worse, but like, I feel guiltier. I don't like that feeling. Here we go. I'm not gonna stop, obviously. But...
Aye? Yes? I shall.
Quietly now.
This might be too hard to snag, so we'll just move along. Don't mind us. I feel like there's eventually going to be some consequences for my thieving actions. A wet dog!
Happily.
You'd be better off mooning after someone with half a foot between her ears, lass.
You can't dictate what the heart wants, Seraphine. Thought you, of all people, would know that.
Well, the heart can be a right stupid git sometimes. It don't always deserve your listening.
Yeah, but we got ourselves a wet dog.
I heard you and Isilmir again. I do wish you would stop encouraging her. Real sorry, Aloth. We'll keep it down. You think I care about your childish jokes? What bothers me is how she dog-ears my grimoire. And you keep bringing her out.
Just looking to lighten the mood, I guess.
Is it stealing? Nah. Aloth really said no fun allowed. Wait, stop. We got stuff to do.
Indeed. How may I help?
Shh. Keep your voice. Cullies.
I don't have a voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Not even my Vithrak darling.
A tiny minute of falsetto per complancanet.
God, I would love to hear some sea shanties in this game. I don't think we'll get any. I really could just dig some right now.
Do you enjoy a coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
A jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscle and cross-hatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
Show me what you have for
See
sale.
anything you like? Let me know.
I should do a big rest. We should get some egg. This is good music. Hold on. Well, this is awkward.
Ahoy, Captain. Captain.
Would you, like, go away?
What for, Cap? Aye, aye,
Okay.
aye.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
A young woman lingers near the stage with a mug of ale clutched tight in her hands. Though she shows no interest in the dancers, the bangs beneath her eyes speak to many long nights spent drinking in the tavern. She looks lazily about the room until her gaze alights on you with
Hey,
interest.
You're the captain with the ancient Adir and elf on your crew, right?
Elves? I don't know any elves. That's me.
That rat-fink son of a go-kisser owes me a fair heap of coin. And his debt's your responsibility now, Captain.
How much are we talking about?
He's on the hook for 5,000 copper, and I damn well expect to get it. Whether it's off his corpse or yours matters not at all to me.
He's a broke old drunk.
You're his captain. His debts are your responsibility. Pay up, damn you, or taste steel.
I can't help you.
You honorless oaf. I hope Elia's flying rats eat your eyes.
This is literally not my problem. It sounds like it's going to be my problem. I bet I'm giving myself a bad name. No, what I need is, I'm fine. What's she gonna do? Teddy's a star! Yeah! I'm so proud of him.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
He dances! He dancing boy! Valayan shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention. Turning a great many heads to study your exchange, he takes a hearty swig of his tanker. I bet you say that to all your clients.
No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Leaning in close, he sips from the tankard and loudly sucks moisture from his upper lip. Kasasagi, captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips from his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
You were saying?
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up spray of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes.
Agrasim. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm to retrieve his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Meriel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Maje and heading west of Maje Island.
I will return with her head.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, Miko.
A Valayan sailor raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her expectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she taps the tankard's base and furrows her brow in its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses attention elsewhere.
Madiko, it is no wonder I thirst.
As she wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, her eyes widen and meet yours.
This is not a temple I expected the gods to frequent.
She gapes at you and swallows. You don't seem to be having as much fun as the rest of the clientele.
The fun ran dry with the coin.
She manages a wan smile.
When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
She sighs up at the stage. Your next grog is on me.
Grassima. Even in the oasis I am parched.
She pockets the coins and glances past you to the bar.
If you grant wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship.
Medora's frown cracks to reveal a shy smile.
Yet another reminder that not every seaworthy vessel be crewed up to the standards of the sorcerer.
He shakes his head. As the captain of the Defiant, I am already taken.
Sientere, sere.
Radora inclines her head.
Next time around the wheel, perhaps.
I don't know what that was all about. The music in here is so good. Ymir.
See something you like?
I actually do. The dancer turns to greet you, a coy smile tugging at his lips. He's short for an elf, but no less grateful for his lacking height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of color in his cheeks.
Aloth! This is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bragon Hill?
Holy shit. A grin lights up Ymir's face, and he fidgets with his hair self-consciously, smoothing it down where it's been used.
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
He looks away as though he's trying to ignore Ymir's eager gaze.
I could ask the same of you.
He laughs lightly, a hand over his mouth.
I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
He casts a critical eye over Aloth's outfit, and he opens his mouth to speak, but decides better of it. Introduce me to your handsome friend, Aloth.
This is Ymir, an old friend from my academy days.
A pleasure to meet you.
And you.
It's good to see you again, Aloth. Anyway, I should get back to it. Be well.
He smiles warmly at Aloth, blush coloring the tips of his ears.
It was lovely seeing you.
He catches himself looking panicked.
Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. Perfectly agreeable.
He looks at you, chagrined.
I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy days. 'Twas a right fierce labour getting the lad to finger any flesh that weren't covering his spelly books.
Oh my god.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
I'm gonna fuck this elf. How much for your time?
Ah, the money-minded type. I've always found fiscal responsibility very attractive.
I'm gonna fuck Aloth.
My time will cost you 150 copper.
He gives you a coy little smile and a raised eyebrow. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
I feel like I should have a problem with this, but mostly I just kind of want to see
Are we
where
all
this
getting in
goes.
on this? Hell yes. I think we're all getting in on this.
Follow me then.
He gives you a quick smile and takes your hand, leading you away.
I wouldn't mind seeing you again, so long as you come with coin.
You know what? That's fair.
What for, Cap?
Did you like that, Aloth? Did you like what I did? Fucking can't stand you, Aloth. There's all sorts of people in here. I could just not stop fucking. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he facetiously organizes his collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a humongous outstretched hand, his grip strong and short.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins?
He slaps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
I love this man. He wipes a tear from his eye, still chuckling.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How'd you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
He crosses his thick arms over his chest, a slight brush spreading across his cheeks. Indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Not meant for delicate work.
He turns his hands palm up for you to inspect. Just one is easily large enough to cover your entire face.
Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in a malware and death godlike.
He nods to himself. You seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could.
He gives you a nervous chuckle and scratches at his beard.
The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
What's life without a little excitement?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
You could come with me.
Where to?
He raises an inquisitive brow, his large hands previously dancing with restless energy still. You know that 700-foot-tall statue made of Adra? I'm going after it.
No kidding.
He nearly drops a bottle of massage oil in his excitement.
I like to see something like that for myself.
His sighs, a wistful edge in his voice.
Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit.
Grab your things then and let's go!
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
Hell yeah! I'm so excited. That man was so fun. What? What? I thought he was just gonna jump on my ship. Sidekicks start out as unique NPCs integral to specific quests, complete with their own personalities and looks, and they may offer to join your party as a reward for completing their quest, just like companions. These new characters have a custom portrait and a voice sound set. However, unlike companions, they do not have their own vision quest and will not participate in the companion relationship system. Oh, hell yeah. Get the fuck out of here, Aloth. No. He's a chanter. Aloth's just making me crazy. He's become so insufferable. I know. I'm gonna need Aloth. Aloth is really strong, but he's really obnoxious. Healer tank. I am actually the most worthless one on this team. I wish I could bench myself. I need this man. What are your... We're just gonna leave it as is.
What for, Cap?
Now I can now I can take all these things.
Aye.
Who else in here can I recruit? Who wants to go on an adventure? Do you want to go on an adventure? A fire godlike woman polishes a pair of stocks, tending to them with a fondness of a mother for her favorite child. The room is dim, illuminated only by the glow of her steel-forged skin. Her eyes burn with the light of Margaret's fire. When she hears you enter, she shoots you a look of utter contempt.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
Tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
She leans back against the wall of chains. They clink and rattle, and she smiles at the sound.
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength, but we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
She wraps a chain around her arm and tugs. The steel links grow red with forged fire where they touched her skin. You sound hot, like in more ways than one, but I will be going this way. A young woman reclines on the cushions, a hookah hose held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting, and she doesn't move when she hears your approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber.
I saved your friend, Oswald.
Not from something too dangerous, I hope. Please, accept my thanks. He's a kind old man. I would have mourned to see something terrible happen to him.
She clasps your hands in hers and gives them a little squeeze.
I have little to give you in thanks. Perhaps you'd be amenable to some establishment gossip.
Hell yes, I would. She raises a well-sculpted brow and gives you a cheery little wink.
Constantin, the masseuse, longs to wander the world again. Every time he threatens to leave, Gintel begs him to stay, and every time he promises to remain for just a month more. I wonder what he hopes to find out there.
I've already acquired
Have you come to hear some verse?
Tell me about yourself.
It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure.
A teasing smile pulls at the corner of her lips. Her voice is wistful, almost melancholic.
My troupe were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
It sounds a pleasant life.
The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin.
She gives you a pained smile and looks away.
I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up. Farewell.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
A furred hand at his belly and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping ears almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person either. It'd be a welcome change from the Gentleman of Leisure.
Tell me about the Gentleman of Leisure.
The Gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principe, and Captain Ferrante our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honors and an half to be chosen to join his crew.
Why were you willing to leave that crew to join mine?
Now don't sell yourself a Suole short, Cap, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I board it. I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the Gentleman, learn what ropes were to be learned. Methinks a watcher after a dead god'll thrust me into an whole new set of eye-openings. And believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust.
Adir's like, yeah, and Jodi's like, and Alice like, no, too lewd. Alice just no fun. He's so... This man made a fucking joke, and everyone laughed, and Alice like, how undignified. I'm glad you're with me.
I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found a perfect hiding spot.
Thank you for the gift, Seraphim.
You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
I love this man. Seraphim salutes, grinning broadly, and turns away. I've gained the cipher shackle, which is an accessory. I'm glad he and I had this conversation in this brothel.
Like? Did you enjoy the show?
I did.
There's more to see.
I'm not gonna fuck you again. Calm down. But I do want you to tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
He looks at you with newly critical eye.
I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Nikotaka. As you can see, I stayed.
What kind of incident?
A handful of my fellow students got up to a bit of mischief that ended with several people dead.
His gaze lingers on the floor, the cushions, the tables, anywhere but your face. After a moment, he shrugs, offering no further explanation. Let me ask you about something else.
Did you enjoy the show? I suppose. I was raised in the Adir Empire.
How did you become a courtesan?
When I was young, same as any of the courtesans here, I imagine.
He brushes his hair back from his face with a sigh. His long-suffering smile says he's answered this question many times before.
I showed an aptitude. I trained with a master. And when I was ready, I began accepting clients of my own.
There has to be more to your story than that.
There is more to every story.
He cants his head to the side, inspecting you with narrowed eyes.
But the rest of it belongs to me. And I don't care to share it. Till later, then.
Fine. I really wanted to bring him on my ship, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna fuck him again. Sprightly was already disappointed. Like, terribly disappointed. She called us elf fuckers. That's terrible. I have to fix that, but it's very funny. I don't want to allow links. I just want to allow Honey Bunny Bot to do links. I'm very sorry I let you down, Sprightly. I can't promise it won't ever happen again. Because in my heart of hearts, I am an elf fucker, and that will never change. But I understand that I've let you down and disappointed you. No sooner do you approach the valiant woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
She makes a sweeping gesture with both hands. Excuse me?
Done. You are dismissed. Madiko. But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the Wild Mare.
She grimaces towards the east.
When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties. I would take some off your hand.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
She thumbs at her chin and gives you a thorough looking over.
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential.
She sighs to herself and peers over your shoulder before giving up and addressing you directly.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
I'll take the bounty.
Gelarde. Biakara sails a voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hazongo's northeastern coast.
Aina studies you once more before shrugging and seeing you off with a wave.
Questions? Ask your questions, Aimika.
Okay, we're good. I don't think I've accomplished anything today, but a lot of theft. Ooh. You duck down in the canal and find yourself kneeling before an iron gate. The reek of sewage wafting from the other side is powerful enough to bring tears to your eyes. The iron burrs are set firmly into the surrounding brick, barring any passage onward. The iron looks sturdy enough, but you are able to spot some telltale signs of corrosion between the bars and the brick. The arcane glow and resuscitation cause a din, but luckily your efforts don't draw any unwanted attention. One of the bars melts from the masonry, and you use a minimal exertion to pull it free. It slips into the water with a hiss of cooling metal. You carefully squeeze through the opening, steeling yourself for what comes next. In the darkness of the tunnel, you hear quiet retching. You press on with offered sympathies. As you progress through the tunnel, a change in the air pressure catches your attention. There is an opening above your head. The walls are slick with coated waste, but you find handholds carved in either side of the narrow passage leading up. You'll haul yourself out of the pit towards freedom. The walls are slick out through the toilet of the Valian Trading Company headquarters. I don't know if this was a necessary way to deal with this situation. I was gonna go in there anyway. Oh, hell yeah. Oh no, that's going back out. No. Stay here. The lighting in here makes for a flattering reflection. God, we have to smell so nasty. Numerous guests appear to have carved their names into the wooden frame of the painting.
I'll see what I can find.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm trying to think of why I had to sneak in here through the toilet, and I don't technically think I had to. Can I go through here?
I don't be sposing with you.
They're gonna fight me if I do
Load
this.
up.
I'm gonna get the ass kicking of a lifetime.
Just a moment.
Sometimes. The dwarven woman at the desk does not yet look up. She taps at her chin with the quill of her hand, a look of furious concentration on her face. After a few moments, she scrawls something down on the ledger in front of her.
There we are. So, did Alvari send you? I'm putting together the numbers. You will have to be patient.
She glances up at you distracted, then looks again, blinking owlishly.
Well, you're no clerk. Sientere, Watcher. I was preoccupied. Do not take it personally. They put me in this side office for a reason. Oleska Saraso, advisor. And you are the Watcher that frightened the harbor master. Did you get turned around? I can't imagine what you'd want from me.
Ciceno leans sideways to look past you, at the door leading to the hallway. How fares the company?
I will not lie. Our fortunes dwindle. I must ask the director for some clarity on these figures. I cannot imagine why they are so low. What can I do for you today?
Who's in
Watcher?
charge here?
I only handle the numbers, madam. If you are looking for work, you should speak with Governor Alvari. Her office is downstairs, towards the back.
With that, Cicero nods politely and turns back to her work.
Ado, Watcher. Governor Clario had many kind things to say about you. I have you here in the ledger. A net profit. What can I do for you today, Watcher? I can spare a few moments.
What can you tell me about the Valera and Barito families?
Ah, them. Gods, they've been at each other's throats from the start. And ask if anyone cares one speck why it started. We should have left these feuds back in the Republics. The Bardatos are some of our most valued investors. The Valera family makes its business in pirate hunting, and they have an open contract to keep the waters around Neketaka clear. But they spend more time plotting against one another. A waste.
I need to go downstairs, it seems. It's weird that hers is like the only office up here. Oh, I will take a sippy. We're almost done. I was trying to like finish off the city. I think I've seen mostly everything. I don't think there is one. For the sippy? Oh, that's weird. I haven't changed it at all. Oh, interesting. The clerk busies himself about the room, favoring you with a brief glance. He rubs his eyes, he rubs under his eyes and exhales through the nose.
Try not to break anything.
Oh, that makes sense. That's rude. Luca's shirt is spotted with a number of faded purple stains that you recognize as droplets of wine. Someone has tried unsuccessfully to wash them out. Noting your interest, Luca tugs his jacket closed.
The servers at the tavern are clumsy. Most clumsy, indeed.
He clears his throat and he fans at his neck. What is this place?
Stumbling from the street, I see.
Lucas sneers and surveys you with a patronizing look.
This is the heart of the Valiant Trading Company. You would know that if you had a reason to be here. From her office, Governor Alvari carries out the will of the Songretta Mea Compresa. We clerks are the fingers of their long reach.
He clutches his hand over his heart and bows sharply. This guy's an asshole, but I will be moving on with my life.
It's still going on, is it? When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough?
Can I finally start thieving? Fine.
Eccosi. You have business here?
I have come from Port Maget. Governor Claro suggested I might find work here.
You are in luck. The governor is between meetings. Go on in.
Standing next to her desk and lost in thought, Governor Alalvi looks up at your approach. Her expression is intent, focus thoughts instantly, and she greets you with a startlingly sunny smile.
An interesting surprise. The Watcher of Cadnoa, no? I am told that is your ship in the harbor. Ikosi, I mean nothing by it. All newcomers are of great interest here. I am Nueva Alvari, Governor in Residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door?
I have come from Fort Maget. Governor Claro suggested the Valiant Trading Company might have work for me.
Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Maget must be going more smoothly than reported. How much do you know about the luminous Adra trade?
I know Aothis is looking for it.
Funny. I thought the Dawn Stars were the only people we didn't have to worry about. Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukokahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukokahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress.
Alvari spreads her hands in a gesture of helplessness.
We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay.
You want me to find your people?
Ideally. But if the worst has come to pass, I would like you to complete the investigation of the Adra deposit. Anything that may assist the company.
I'll do it.
Gelade. I will mark Tikawara on your map. We have had no real trouble with the villagers in the past, but I always recommend caution. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such.
I did. Alvari presses the document into your hand.
Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize.
Yeah, people aren't nearly as concerned about the giant walking statue as they ought to be, but here we are. God, what does my quest log even look like? It's probably pretty rough. Learn about Pokokahara and Tikiwara. Okay. I've got a bounty. I have to kind of go back and talk to people, it looks like. I should probably tomorrow sort of go through this and take it bit by bit. Things feel a tiny bit more convoluted than Pillars of Eternity 1. The cities are just so much more bigger, and there's so much to go through. Maybe convoluted's not the right word. It's definitely more cluttered, I guess, is a... Oh, Zath.
Summon the guards if you want to be difficult, Aimiko. Kindly leave.
If Luca doesn't see reason, the Duape will lose their lands. For their sake, I must...
That's enough out of you. Good day.
You look like somebody of importance. The young Juana wears a disconcerted frown. He meets your approach with the flicker of a welcoming smile, but it dies down quickly.
Please, I must ask a favor.
He shies back from making eye contact, keeping his head lowered.
What say? Do you have business with the Valiant Trading Company?
What seems to be the problem?
My people of the Duape. We signed a contract with the company.
Juana looks toward the headquarters with a despondent frown.
We were not understanding the terms at the time. I wish to, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away.
Tell me more about this contract.
My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Audra.
He speaks with more confidence, as if these words were rehearsed several times over.
He did not understand the Valian way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves. Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin.
I'm guessing the company didn't like someone challenging their unfair deal.
Akira. When the Valian clerk learned I was from the Duape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people.
I will meet with this Luca. Mayhap we can arrive at a more favorable, more agreeable terms.
Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done.
The worst of his concerns are quickly overshadowed by a broad smile.
My words were only the crashing of waves. You will speak with authority, I say.
Okay, I'll have to go back in there, but that will be a task for tomorrow. Thank you so very, very much for being here. I will be back tomorrow with more Pillars of Eternity at 6 p.m. EST, but I will be back sooner than that with more Phoenix Wright at 2 p.m. EST. If you're looking for more of me and what I do, you can find everything in my About page. That will be my Twitter, my YouTube, and my Discord. If you were looking for the beginning of this episode, my YouTube is completely up to date. So this will be up later tonight on YouTube. Eventually that may change. I think there's going to be a 24 hours, I think, before you can post to YouTube. But that's a very long ways away. But as of right now, everything will be posted onto YouTube the day it is aired here on Twitch. But thank you so very much for being here. I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.